Very good morning and welcome to the sports segment on the Weekend Show. My name is Abraham Yusuf, bringing to you all the happenings across the world of sport. The NBA Finals turned out to be a thrilling encounter between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics. With the Boston Celtics having gone 3-0 after the first three games, the Mavericks halted the 17-time champions at Game 4, thereby pushing for a Game 5 with home advantage with home advantage of the Celtics and determination to wrap up the show. They came out at top, winning 106 to 88, being able to overcome tough opponents in the Eastern Conference, making them well-deserved champions. Jaylen Brown was named the MVP of the tournament. Luka Doncic also made history, becoming the first player to lead the NBA postseason in total points, rebounds, assists, and steals. In football, the Euros 2024 got underway weekend last week when Germany started off with an exciting win over Scotland, and it has been interesting watching different European countries battle for the trophy. And with me today to have a conversation around football is MC Sam. Good morning, MC Sam.
Good morning.
Good to have you. All right, so before we talk about Euros, let's come back to what's happening in Nigeria with the Super Eagles, the NFF, and all. Now, okay, I read an article yesterday, right? Yesterday was the first time I was watching the video Osimhen made, right, after Finidi's comments, right? And then he said a lot of things from his own points, out of anger and all, but professionally for me, I feel he was wrong in a couple of things. So I read an article about everything that happened, the indoor meeting between the Minister of Sports, the NFF officials, and Finidi. And when he made a comment that some of the players are not showing some level of commitment, right? But to you, who do you think was wrong? Finidi making a comment and using Osimhen as an example, or Osimhen's response going live on Instagram?
First of all, what I'll say is Finidi was wrong mentioning Osimhen's name because if you look at it, he has been very patriotic. The guy has been very committed since under 20. He has been answering every call. And just for the fact that he couldn't make it to the qualifiers, you come up using him as an example. That is so painful. Now, for Osimhen, the main problem is if you are not a thief, and somebody just say, see this thief, believe me, it's not everybody that will take it calmly. It's not everybody. Yes, he overreacted. He's a professional. There's how to react to some things, but you won't. Sometimes you take it, put yourself in his shoes. It's not everybody that can take that kind of reference. It's very painful. I'm not supporting Osimhen that he did that. Yes, he's supposed to do it in a more professional way, but using him as an example. Even if you watch the Nation Cup, look how he performed now. He put his whole power, someone at that level. There are other players, for example, just take a look at England. Ben White for England. When they invited him, that he should come and play, he came up with some excuses, and still, you didn't hear Southgate say Ben White is one unprotected.
Yeah.
So the way Finidi handled it, seriously, that was totally wrong.
Okay, so in this same article I read, right, they said that meeting between Finidi, the minister, and the NFF official was an enclosed meeting. The matters discussed there were not supposed to be leaked out. But then it feels like there are some officials that take these informations out. And there was one striking thing I saw in that article is like some of these officials are on the players' payroll. I don't know how true that is, but you can imagine the sensitivity of a meeting like this being, because Osimhen wasn't in that meeting. How did he get to know that Finidi made such comments? That's an issue. And then coming to Osimhen's part, yeah, a player of his status, he's African best player currently. Him going live, I think stuff like this, he should have maybe a manager, an agent, someone that should handle cases like. He's too big a role model for young Africans, for him to come online. And he didn't just focus on Finidi. He generalized Nigerians as a whole. In fact, he started speaking some things that were not just called for. And I saw the video when he had the interaction with when his medical doctor had interaction with Finidi, and then he also made a comment saying that he told Finidi, but then Finidi felt like it wasn't serious enough for him to come. All these, and they're not necessary. What do you think?
You see, one big issue, and I think the NFF need to tackle is they should take away this godfatherism.
Yeah.
They should take it away.
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, if there's no all this godfather issue, we won't be in this situation.
True.
We won't be in this situation. That's why some players are not even called and they what it, they deserve it. But it's because of this whole godfatherism. Because if you take a look at this whole thing, you just know that our NFF need to work hard to put things right.
So many things.
They need to
So
work
many
hard.
things.
But for Osimhen, yes, I agree. He said some things. That's why I said he wasn't professional enough. But if you look at it, even Cristiano Ronaldo had said some things that were not, I don't know the perfect word to use, but they were not appreciative to some people. Some people took it angrily, but still, it's still Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm not defending Osimhen. I'm only saying the human part of him just took over.
Okay, so let's come down to Euros. Euros has been exciting, right?
Yeah.
We've seen, we have the big teams, we have the small teams, and then we've seen some upsets. Belgium, you know, putting on the country they played, putting on an upset and all. Okay, just one question. Who do you see making it to the finals?
To me, France, then Spain.
France, Spain.
Yeah.
Then who are you rooting for?
Definitely because I'm an Arsenal fan and my defender is their main defender, Saliba. So France.
Okay, so it's me against you then.
Yeah, because I know you're a Barcelona fan.
Yeah, I have Spanish players enough in my squad. So
I understand that.
all right. Well, that's the much we can take. The Euros 2024 continues today. We have Georgia taking on Czech Republic. We have Turkey taking on Portugal. We have Belgium taking on Romania. Thank you for listening. My name is Abraham Yusuf. Handing over to Didi to round up the show.